Today we'll be reviewing recent advancements in our understanding of multiple sclerosis and its pathogenesis. Firstly, we will introduce multiple sclerosis. We will then look at the symptoms of the disease and how it is diagnosed. Finally, we'll talk about its future advancements. So, what is multiple sclerosis? Multiple sclerosis, known as MS, is described as a chronic illness involving the central nervous system, CNS. CNS includes a complex network of nerve cells responsible for sending, receiving, and interpreting information from all parts of the body. MS is caused when the immune system attacks myelin sheath, which is the protective layer around nerve fibers. Inflammation and scar tissue or lesions are caused as a result. This can make it harder for the brain to function and provide signals to the body. Where does the damage occur? Nerve damage may occur anywhere in the spinal cord and or brain, which is the reason why MS symptoms vary from person to person, depending on the severity of the autoimmune response and the location of the attack. Nerve cells, also known as neurons, carry messages from one part of the body to another for electrical and chemical impulse. Each neuron consists of a cell body, an axon, and dendrites. The dendrites are the thin branch structures located out from the cell, which act like receptors, receiving signals from the other cells and transmitting them to the other cell body. Whereas the axon, also known as the nerve fiber, serves the opposite function to the dendrites. It sends electrical impulse out to the other nerves. Myelin, a fatty substance made up of lipids and proteins, covers the axon of the nerve cell. It acts as a protective layer and insulates the axon. In addition to protecting the axon, the myelin helps nerve signals travel quickly from one part of the body to another. As an autoimmune response, infection-fighting white blood cells that are triggered by an unknown reason enters the CNS and attacks the neurons. Scientists have not found out why the immune response is active, but there is a speculation it could be a virus which may cause the inflammation. When this inflammation begins, MS is active. Attacking white blood cells damage the myelin sheath of the neurons. This process is called demyelination and results in a less effective neuron impulse transmission. You can reimagine an electric cord with visible wires. The damaged electrical cord may short out or create surges of power. Furthermore, during a period of inflammation, glial cells may be killed by the white blood cells. Glial cells are located around the nerve cells and provide support and insulation between the neurons. These glial cells are also responsible for the production of new myelin sheath when it's damaged. However, if glial cells are killed, they are unable to repair the myelin sheath, ultimately leading to a weaker myelin. Now we'll be talking about the symptoms present in MS. MS covers a wide range of symptoms. However, the more common include fatigue and muscle weakness. Statistics show that more than 80% of MS patients will suffer from fatigue. Fatigue factors in the ability to work and perform everyday tasks as patients are feeling very debilitated. Other common symptoms of MS include muscle weakness, difficulty walking, trouble with balancing and coordination, muscle spasticity, difficulty with vision, memory and concentration issues, numbness of the body, and prickling, which can be described as pins and needles. An MS episode or period of inflammation activity can last anywhere from a few days to several months. In relapsing and remitting types of MS, the person usually experiences remission, with no symptoms. During this time, the nerves will try to repair themselves and may form new pathways to get around the damaged nerve cells. Progressive forms of MS do not show as much inflammation and may not show any remission of symptoms, or at best will only plateau and then continue to cause. How is MS diagnosed? A MS diagnosis requires evidence of demyelination occurring at different times in more than one area of the brain, spinal cord, or optic nerve. Diagnosis can be done through neurological examination, request of clinical history, and a series of tests to determine if you have MS. These diagnostic tests include magnetic resonance imaging, MRI scan, which involves using a contrast dye with the MRI, allowing the doctor to detect lesions throughout the brain and spinal cord. Optic coherence tomography, OCT, a test that takes pictures of the nerve layers in the back of the eye that can assess thinning of the optic nerve. Spinal tap, which involves a lumbar puncture to collect spinal fluid. Blood tests to help eliminate other conditions. And finally, visual evoked potentials, EVP tests, requires the simulation of nerve pathways to analyze the electrical activity in the brain. There is no cure for MS. However, therapies can slow down and help control the symptoms. One article shows that new research for the MS cure is focused on transporting the new glial cells to the site of damaged myelin to help encourage reconstruction.